Everyone, welcome to this amazing run, Mega Man X, the name of the game.
Yeah.
My name is Giochi. I'm unfortunately not in the venue talking to you live from Germany. Hello. And we have the awesome runners, StahlbolzenSC2 and demulanttv.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you.
That's me.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do commentary here. Those two runners are presenting you the amazing Mega Man X 100%, meaning we have all items, all bosses, all weapons, etc. So, are you guys still setting up? All right. So those two runners are very, very well known, very respected in the community. Demulant, I haven't been up to date with your latest PB. What was that? 35 whatever?
No, 3506, I think. I also forgot it.
That's the best, like forgetting your own PB. Very good time. And StahlbolzenSC2 on his way to the 35 as well, which is a top time. So we can expect a very, very nice race. So what is going on? Are you guys ready?
Right?
Yes, are you guys ready? So I will do the countdown if you guys are fine with it. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Good luck to both runners. So we now have the intro stage. As you can see, our goal is obviously in the speedrun to go through the stage as fast as we can, which means holding the D-pad to the right and not leaving the finger down from that D-pad. The runners are now shooting and killing every enemy in their way. The blue guys here demand a bit of a mash, but both runners passing very nicely. And now we get the first big enemy, the bees. Those bees are very well handled by both runners. The bees are a stationary enemy we have to mash as fast as possible. They shoot the charge shot pass to the right so they do not lose any time and health. As you can see, the health of StahlbolzenSC2 is a bit lower already, which is no problem because we will have a scripted cutscene in the end of the stage where we want to be at 3 or less health. Demulant is trying to keep his health so far because he will most likely show us a very cool trick in a few seconds. Avoiding all the health drops. And StahlbolzenSC2 got the health drop.
Safety
drop. Problem though, because you can see now both runners are opting for the strat we're calling task cars. Demulant with a small hiccup. No problem though. He adjusted his health perfectly. StahlbolzenSC2 got the task cars perfectly, meaning he rode the cars while decreasing his health. Both are on 3 health, which is perfect for the scripted cutscene. And both very close to each other. Got the scripted cutscene now. Vile coming down. If we weren't on 3 HP, he would start to bash us down to hit us until we hit 3 HP. But both runners are on that perfect spot and get the cutscene. Everyone's hero now, Zero. Question: Who liked the Zero as a kid? Like, when I saw the game, I always was like, oh, that's me, like the Leonardo DiCaprio meme. Like, that's me.
But he's quite useless, actually, in this game.
Yeah, that is basically the only time he's useful. Like, the second time, he seems to be useful and then isn't. So now we have the 8 bosses. The run always starts with Chill Penguin because we get the most important armor upgrade in this stage, the boots. Until we get the boots, the run consists of holding the D-pad to the right. This will change very shortly. The rabbits are very aggressive today. Didn't you guys feed the carrots? I don't know.
No.
They don't deserve.
Yeah.
You like only the meat. I can see that. So both runners very close to each other, performing some minor techniques of slope jumping saving a few frames here and there. Like in short, the mechanic is when X is walking downwards, he's a bit faster, and doing those slope jumps preserves the speed. And now we have the first capsule from Dr. Light, telling a big story that we are the only hope, he waited for years, blah, blah, blah. The only important thing is he gives us the Nike Air Max boots. And from now on, and from now on, you can see we dash through the whole game. The game changes from now on because now it's not walking anymore. The rest of the game consists of dashing through the whole game. Both players taking the upper route, very good. Remember this this space, because this specific space in the stage, because we need to come back later. Wonderful section before the boss from both players. That's a very tricky stage part because of the snowballs. The enemies throw the snowballs into our face. Now we get to the first boss, the Chill Penguin, which in casual playthroughs is the easiest boss. In competitive speedruns, it's possibly the hardest boss because this boss takes so much time. Whenever he slides, as you guys can see, we cannot hit him. And we want to get the enemy patterns where he's either throwing and spitting ice blasts or he is like breathing that icy breath. Both runners having very good patterns though, and a very close kill. Wow. Don't shake your head, that was very good of both runners. Very close still, and this was the first boss. Demulant slightly ahead, and I think from now on we will see the first route divergence.
After the next one.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. That is correct. Both players now going to Boomer Kuwanger. I mentioned routes. I will go into the route divergence after this stage. We have now Boomer Kuwanger, one of the most technical stages in the game. You can see the climbing is very strong with us here. Both players managing the first part very, very well. Going through the laser section from Demulant here. StahlbolzenSC2 very close behind. The next climb is going on. Now the turtles trying to shoot us. We are so close. We're very well dodging and using their missiles, and now we get the first cooldown of the run, the elevator part. As you guys can see, StahlbolzenSC2 is bouncing and jumping into the spikes here. He's not actually taking damage, but he's using the iframes to just relaxingly climbing up that elevator. And now you will see the outer turret climb, which is leading to one of the most infamous tricks and moments of this speedrun. I think everyone who saw a Mega Man X speedrun so far saw the trick that is coming up right now. That is called Iceless. This trick is very precise. Let's see Demulant first. Oh, Demulant second. Ooh, both runners trying to get the trick. Let's give them a moment here.
Okay.
What is happening here? Okay, so the idea is that they want to kick the platform where the heart is on from the right. And that is achieved. Okay, this is very
easy first try.
Got it. Nice. Very good. Very, very good. And he can now take the lead because Demulant very untypically is not getting this trick.
Easy first try.
I think we can all agree that both runners got it first try, right? Yes. We can definitely agree on that. So the trick is very, very tricky because you have a very, very small window of hitting the correct frames. The jumping there was in order to set up for a perfect jump. StahlbolzenSC2 here with a very good pattern. Demulant as well getting the boss into the so-called tango with Kuwango. As we can see, he's always headbanging if we jump and do a little shot, and most likely after half the health is gone, he will start going to this teleport. Both runners had the exact same pattern. StahlbolzenSC2 going out of the stage first. Very well done. And now we got the first route divergence. StahlbolzenSC2 is going to Storm Eagle, one of the most hated bosses in this run,
Yes.
while Demulant will go to Sting Chameleon, performing a very, very rough trick as well. First, let us watch StahlbolzenSC screen, because StahlbolzenSC will opt to go for the Magic Carpet now, which is one of the most amazing looking tricks. And that should be it. No, that wasn't it.
Scam.
Ooh, that wasn't it. That was.
No.
Then Demulant will get a second chance, but he now first is going for the Chameleon third trick. Let's see.
Oops.
Ooh,
Too far to the
he didn't
left.
get it as well. Demulant is trying to go for a Phantom Grab, where he is using the mechanic of the chameleon, of the boomerang, and tries to load in an item that is off screen into the boomerang. Let's see if he get it now.
Ugh.
Ooh, he didn't get it.
I
again.
tried one more time, and if I get it, then I will do Ghetto C3.
The Ghetto C3. Come on, you get it now.
Do you have a moment for a donation?
Of course.
We have a €5 donation from Mr. Pink. StahlbolzenSC, Germany's sexiest runner of all time.
Okay.
StahlbolzenSC.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That is very accurate, by the way. So StahlbolzenSC got the head upgrade now. Both players didn't get the first Phantom Grabs in their run. StahlbolzenSC though now with a very good lead, very comfortable. And Demulant, I think you already proclaimed to go for the Ghetto C3 now, which is getting the heart later. So we will try to explain the Phantom Grabs when you go for Carpet then. StahlbolzenSC now against the Eagle boss. Eagle, he is one of the most hated bosses because he can go up into the air, which he doesn't do right now. Amazing pattern for StahlbolzenSC so far. Yes. Oh, very amazing pattern.
Marathon luck.
Very amazing. Usually it is very common for the Eagle to go up and skydive from left to right or right to left, and every dive loses about 1.5 seconds. And in the worst case, he can do like 9 dives. And you can all do the math. In a 35-minute run, losing 15 seconds by definition, that is definitely not what we want. But he got the perfect pattern. He stayed on the ground. So he got an amazing... Yeah, that is really
but
rare.
That's also why you do C3, the C sting. It's very useful in this one.
Yes, that is one of the reasons, or like the main reason why you do the route Demulant is doing, because he has the weakness when he goes up to that boss. And because of having the weakness, like the amount of dives that he can do is reduced to 3 in the worst pattern compared to 9, which is amazing. So Demulant now going up to the Chameleon boss. Very easy dance boss. Scripted fight, as we can see in a sec, if we do not screw it up. Yes, he got it perfectly. Juggling him from left to right. No biggie. StahlbolzenSC, on the other hand, got the Buster upgrade now, got the E-Tank, and is now going for the Hard Tank, no problem, using the Boomerang in order to like ignore the terrain and get the items, no problem. He now on the conveyor belt section in the Mammoth stage. Very well done. Going through the pipes, nice ice sled into the enemy and going to the boss fight. Now I would like to have your eyes on Demulant's screen, because Demulant now again trying to show us the amazing magic carpet. Let us see if that works. Ah, wonderful. Perfect. Demulant got the magic carpet. As you can see now, he's spawned a platform.
He still needs to ride it, guys.
Yeah.
See?
I got the E-tank, but I need to go back.
Jinx.
So what happened there is Demulant loaded an item from off screen into the boomerang because he collected an item when on the next frame a new one was loaded into the boomerang. And you can do that with like any item in the game. And we make use of it in the chameleon stage where he unfortunately died 2 times or 3 times in order to load the heart into the boomerang. And we make use of it here in order to load the platform into the boomerang. And if the ride would have been successful, he could have like skipped the whole stage, but he had to go back here in order to reload the stage because of that glitch. But that still worked. He got the E-tank. That's all fine. Now on the right, StahlbolzenSC with the fight against Thunder Slimer, one of the most annoying mid bosses because he can screw us up very well as well. But no biggies here. 1 charge tornado, 1 normal tornado, and 1 charge tornado as well. So on the left we see Demulant now against the Eagle. In the Eagle fight he will use the chameleon weapon, as we can see. The chameleon weapon does 3 damage, and here we have the skydives. This is what I mean. With the skydiving, he loses us a lot of time compared to the fight StahlbolzenSC had. And very, very unfortunate pattern, but still no biggie for Demulant. Got the fight done easily. StahlbolzenSC now against Mike Tyson himself.
Punchy, punchy.
Yes. Mr. Spark Mandrill. Watched a lot of boxing fights. Jumps around, as we can see, is frozen a lot. He likes ice cream. Always gets too much in his head. Yeah, but he seems to be very lazy today. Usually he's like having a workout, punching in our face, but he seems very lazy.
Yeah, you can mess up your rhythm quite bad
Yes.
if he punches you.
But that worked very well as well. Demulant now going up for the Buster upgrade. No biggie here. And next we have a wonderful stage we will see a lot more of later. The Armored Armadillo. One of the funniest stages, but one of the most straightforward stages as well. We now see the card right here. So I think StahlbolzenSC is going for a very cool Phantom Grab as well.
Ah, no drop.
Here we are trying to do the same Phantom Grab idea we did before, because on the bottom left there is a hidden sub-tank, and if one of the bats is dropping a small or a big health drop, we can Phantom Grab that E-tank into the boomerang as well. But we have a second try. We have in theory a second try for that Phantom Grab, and that is like an optimization. It loses in the best case. Okay. In the best cases, loses like, I don't know, what is it? 4 seconds.
4 to 5?
Yeah,
First try.
First try?
4 to 5 first try.
Yeah.
So it's an optimization. This is one of the high-end tricks. Like if you're running for a 34 time, which is the premium time, you're trying to get that trick. StahlbolzenSC now in the fight against Armadillo. He took a very long leap to get to the boss door because he had to see one of the specific pixels next to the health drop in the top right. That becomes important after.
Oh, come on.
Important
He's a Demulant fanboy. Gives him a chance to catch up.
Armored Armadillo is a very tricky boss because he can, as you can see, he starts rolling around after getting the first hit, and he can roll as long as he wants. There are legends and myths that he already rolled like 45 seconds here and killed runs that were on world record pace. And we can do nothing about that. If he decides to roll, he rolls. And that was very unfortunate for StahlbolzenSC here. It took like 7 to 8 seconds.
Yeah, could be worse, but still not good.
Yeah, but that was okay. Like Demulant bribed Armadillo because
Yeah,
he needs some
obviously.
time to catch up. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So Demulant getting the hard tank. We need to get back to this stage because the hard tank is in that igloo, and we cannot crack the igloo if we do not have the fire wave. So we need to do that revisit no matter what. Demulant now going into Spark Mandra stage. StahlbolzenSC already in Launch Octopus stage. I forgot the name for a second. In Launch Octopus stage, one of the mini boss mania stages, because as you can see, we had one mini boss. We will have a second one here. Mashing that one down as well. I think what's coming up now is the third mini. The
Almost.
third mini boss. Yeah, that counts as the third mini boss. Ooh, you learned that trick.
Yeah, but it had to do a backup here. Still worked out.
This was mini boss number 3. Now we can see mini boss number 4. Killing that mini boss in order to get the hard tank. And 4 mini bosses is a weird number. That is why we're going to go against mini boss number 5, but that one we won't see. Because we kill it before it comes up.
Yeah.
Very well executed. Demulant with a good hard grab as well in Mandra stage, and now we're going to Launch Octopus. Launch Octopus, one of the RNG heavier bosses as well, because he has 3 things he can do. He can either shoot torpedoes, shoot little birdies, or do the swirly, and whenever he's in the swirl, we cannot hit him. So we obviously want the other 2 patterns. One swirl is pretty average, so as long as this stays, yeah, as long as we have that, that is a good
It's fine.
fight. Demulant now with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson here is not as lazy, tries to punch him in the face, but Demulant with the jukes, no problem, leading him into the wrong direction. Good fight as well. So, back to the route divergence. The stage Demulant went for as number 3. Sting Chameleon is number 8 for StahlbolzenSC, so he will not have to rely on that weird phantom grab thing. But you can see now that the stage is flooded in water. That is because we killed Launch Octopus first, because Mega Man X has one of the wonderful features that is changing stages depending on what boss you killed first. If you kill, for example, Chill Penguin before going to the Mammoth stage, the Mammoth stage is on ice. If we kill, what was it? The Eagle before going to Spark Mandrill, like the airship we're supposed to be on in the stage will be crashed into the Mandrill stage. That's why the stage is like broken and stuff. And if we kill Launch Octopus, this stage will be flooded with water. That we will see after this wonderful armor upgrade that we get late in this route. We will see now, because StahlbolzenSC will not have to go and play crazy tricks, but he can just do the long jump here. Ooh, very close, but that still worked. You're living on the edge today.
That's how I roll.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, very, very well done. StahlbolzenSC on the way to the boss here. And Demulant already at Armadillo. Let's see how many rolls he gives him. If the bribe was successful, let's see. No rolls? Who would have guessed that? How much did you pay?
Too much.
Yeah, too much, I can see that. Very well done. This is an optimal pattern because he starts rolling one time and he gets to the wall and crashes down. StahlbolzenSC now at the Sting Chameleon boss. Should be no problem because, as we already know from the fight from Demulant, this boss can be caught in a very simple loop. Yes, got the loop, very easy. and Demulant going to his last Maverick stage now, Launcher Octopus. So, StahlbolzenSC is already done with his 8 Mavericks, very well done. He just now needs to collect one more item and has to go back to get the super secret, not so secret special upgrade. Whereas Demulant has to go back to the chameleon stage because he forgot the heart. No problem. I told you because you definitely could have forgotten that.
No.
No. That never happened before. So you got the very cool ship kill, how we call it. Killing the ship with a very, very precise trick. StahlbolzenSC going back through the stage here, rushing with the chameleon sting, being invulnerable through the stage. Perfectly executed so far. Good kill from under the sea. No. Yeah, I'm really, really, really trying to avoid singing under the sea. Oh well. Nice. So we got all the hard upgrades for StahlbolzenSC now. And now we're going back to the Armadillo stage. And we will see a lot more of the Armadillo stage now. Because number one, we need to get that sub-tank that is hidden on the bottom left in a bit. And we also need to get our last upgrade of the game.
No.
Oh, that was very
low.
close. That was close. That could have been a phantom grab. Very, very close. So this is the usual way, like the conventional way. You just get invulnerable with your item, chameleon item, and then pass through the boss, the mini boss. So StahlbolzenSC on his way to the last part of the stage, where he needs to see a specific point 4 times in total, before at the 5th time, if he has every upgrade in the game and every sub-tank in the game and is full health, we will have a little surprise. Demulant now on his way to get his last hard upgrade, and for him now the stage is flooded as well, so no problem here getting the hard tank, leaving the stage. Well done. So as we can see now, oh no,
So bad. Why so bad?
Yes.
Yeah, skill issue.
So we now have to see that specific point over the boss door a total of 4 times. There is a heart drop, like a health drop at the top right. I think it was 2 pixels to the right from that point we need to see in order for the game to make
Not
it count.
again. Oh.
Stahl, you really, really, really play bad today, man. Yeah, it's all for nothing.
Maybe
because-
this time.
Yeah, we don't know.
Let's try again.
So both players now in the Dillo stage already. Demulant Demulant is in total around 2.5 visits. Oh, Stahl. So the route from where StahlbolzenSC now spawns to the point where he unfortunately died, we call a visit, and Demulant is round about 2.5 visits. 2.5 visits behind. But StahlbolzenSC here might be onto something. There might happen something weird. Ooh, there's a capsule.
Oops.
Oops. And StahlbolzenSC now is getting one of the most anticipated, most loved, and one of the worst guarded secrets in the game, the Hadoken. This is the last upgrade we need before going into the Sigma stages. While Demulant's still trying to catch up, but there will be still many opportunities for him to catch up because the real late game starts now. We now have the Sigma stages in front of us. Sigma, one of the smarter baddies in this universe, tries and decides to throw everything he has at us. This is really one of the smarter guys. So he's in a castle where we need to climb into first. Now, as you can see, guys, there's a small hallway with a ton of enemies. And we have to pass that one. StahlbolzenSC getting some damage here, because we will see one old friend very soon trying to get the skip. Very well done. If we hit the ground, Demulan joining the Street Fighters right now as well. If we hit the ground on that spot where StahlbolzenSC tried to avoid it, we would have triggered a cutscene. And with what StahlbolzenSC did, we're like combining two cutscenes into one, saving a good chunk of time. Zero once again trying to be useful, but actually being not so much useful.
Did the safety skip this time? I had a soft lock yesterday, so
Yeah, this is a situation where you can soft lock the game. In an average lifespan of a speedrunner, this happens once or twice, but it always happens when you do not need it.
yeah, obviously.
Very well done.
And while deserves the off-screen kill.
The Hadoken is a one-shot, so if we hit a boss with the Hadoken, the boss will be dead by the single touch of the Hadoken, but we can only use it when we're full health. Hadoken does 32 damage, and oh wonder, every boss has 32 health. Now, once again, climbing up the tower. As I said, Sigma is a smart bad guy. He throws everything he has at us, including, oh wonder, the previous 8 bosses. Most of the bosses, though, since we have the one-shot now, let's see. Very good. Since we have the one-shot now, most of the bosses are fairly easy game, except for this one, for example, because he can start and teleport through the room and dodge. Ooh. StahlbolzenSC losing some health, getting back. StahlbolzenSC.
Okay, I tried to get back up.
He tried to recover.
I just use
some
sub tank
health.
now. It's
He
okay.
tried to recover the health in the stage because the sub tanks are very, very important and valuable for us in the late game. Because every mistake in the stages means we use one sub tank, and we want to one-shot every boss. Very well
Good
reading
pattern.
the spider pattern. Well done. Very hard boss. I think everyone who played the game as a child knows that this boss is the stuff of the nightmares. Like, he goes down and you try to read the pattern. He's always changing gears whenever we see a green line. Let's see Demulan's boss fight now as well. No teleport. Very good. Sigma stage number 2 for StahlbolzenSC. Now, one of the greatest songs in the game, by the way. So if you want to hear a great song, listen to this one. Climbing up, as you can see, a ton of enemies once again. And we see Mr. Penguin now again, jumping over the sled that is scripted and giving him a Hadoken. Let's see Demulan's fight now.
Oh, same
Very
pattern.
well reading the pattern as well. Good job. StahlbolzenSC still in the lead. Half a stage, I would say. Climbing up the next section. Using the invulnerability of the chameleon sting to pass through all the enemies. And now we get the eagle once again. Our goal here to dash in front of the eagle and to shoot
That
the
was
Hadoken.
close.
That was really close. Well done. So eagle is pushing us away with his wings, and the idea is to dash as far as possible to the right, that in the moment we shoot the Hadoken, he's still pushing us away, that the Hadoken still gets him. So now we have the stage boss of Sigma 2, which is the face. Let's see, green eye number 1,
Aw.
green eye number 2, and closing the face. This boss has three different colors of the ice, where one color will always move, the second one may move, and the third one will always stay stationary. Well done, StahlbolzenSC2. Good fight, nevertheless.
Another bribe boss.
Yes. So the
Scam
thing is,
percent.
we have a blue eye that can move out. We can Hadouken that one. We can also Hadouken the red eye, but we can never Hadouken the green eye, and it's completely up to chance which eye we get. So this is a very RNG heavy boss. Now let's see StahlbolzenSC2 here, because this is a stage of magic. We will have one of the great skips here. Let's see. Well done,
Yay.
skipped the boss. Perfectly executed. He pushed himself through the door to avoid the boss trigger. Now let's see big trick number 2, the so-called air Hadouken.
Charge should be ready.
Let's see. Charge should be good. Very well executed. Perfectly done. So what happened here is we push one of the ice sleds. Also Demulant getting the armadillo skip. Wonderful.
Nice.
What happened here is... Let's see the second air Hadouken, if that one works. And then we can go into explaining it. So, let's see.
Nice.
So
Good
Demulant
job.
got it. Wonderful. So what was happening there is pushing an ice sled into the wall gives us a window of 1 frame to stand on that platform before the platform understands has to be in the wall and needs to crack. We have 1 window at 1 frame of a window to input the Hadouken input. That's why we press pause, because we do the input before, and then when we go out of the pause window, we just press the button in order to mash the Hadouken. So that's a very precise trick. Very well done, both runners. So this is the last of the refights for StahlbolzenSC2. No problem. He jumps, and he already regrets his decision to jump. And now we get to the final boss of the Sigma stages, rhass. Let's see the attempt of StahlbolzenSC2 to kill him.
No.
Very close. Ooh, this is a chance for Demulant to get back.
No.
This is the chance for Demulant to go
Let's try
back
this.
into this run.
Aww.
Ooh, this is the big chance
Scam.
for Demulant. Let's see. Ooh,
You can still do it.
Demulant missing his chance to come back. But gets the kill. Very nice. Guys, we have a race on our hands. We have a race on our hand. These guys are apart round about 5 to 6 seconds now.
Throwing
Before
for content.
This was like half a minute. Now it's like 5 to 6 seconds. All right, final boss time. Now we climb up the last of the towers. Sigma has a lot of towers in his castle somehow. And we see the last 3 bosses. I mean, obviously, every big bad guy needs to have a dog, right? He always has a dog, so first we fight the dog. But since we don't like dogs, we deal with him.
Best boss
Pretty
music in the
easy.
game coming up.
And now,
For 1 second or so.
Now watch. This is the hardest fight possible. So this was the last fight we can deal with the Hadouken, because the last boss of the game is, for whatever reason, not vulnerable to the Hadoken.
He's a Warner.
He's a wall now! So, last boss time. The claws here can block our way and make life very hard for us, but StahlbolzenSC has a very good pattern on his hands. The claws give him a very nice life so far. Demulant right behind. Time is on the last hit of the boss, which is in 2 hits. 1 more hit.
Time.
And time. That is a good 38 point for StahlbolzenSC and a
GG.
45 for Demulant. Very well done. GG to the runners. GG to both runners.
In practice, I lost 5 races in a row, but when it counts,
Guys, I have to tell you guys, everyone loses in practice to Demulant. Like, everyone. This guy is like a practice machine.
yeah.
This time, not really.
Yeah, I think StahlbolzenSC will take this race, like frame it in his kitchen and be
Yeah,
like, I
obviously.
will never race it again because I won.
Brag about it everywhere. These 5 seconds.
Yeah, you won. That's what matters.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. GG to both runners. Very nice run. We saw a lot of nice tricks, and yeah. With that, I really hope you enjoyed the run.
Thank you very much for commentating, and
Yeah, thank
I
you.
hope you're not too late to work.
So I stayed at home until right now, and right now I need to dress up and go to work.
So
But,
go.
of course, for you guys, I did that with pleasure. Of course.
Thank you.
Hi guys, thanks BSG for having us. I hope you enjoyed the race, and good luck to all the next runners, and yeah, enjoy the event.
GG to StahlbolzenSC, and yeah, thank you BSG for letting us playing here.
Thank you, StahlbolzenSC and Demulant, and we're gonna set up for the standy parabole.
Yeah, bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.